Sorry about that, guys. How you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. Sorry if I got you guys. Absolutely sorry. I'm out right now. It's so good to have you here with me today. How you all doing? I hope you're all doing well, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Breaking Dawn. Hope everyone is doing okay. I am in beautiful Abu Dhabi at the moment in the Radisson Blue, of course, guys. In the not the Radisson Blue, the Radisson Resort, of course, in the UAE. Absolutely beautiful. Just living life a little bit, taking a little time out at the end of the day, because Man United do it to you, don't they? They really do it to you in regards to everything, guys. Absolutely, they do really stress you out. If I'm being totally honest, I hope you guys can hear me well, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, guys. Good day, Sanjay. How you doing, guys? How you doing, Sanjay? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, you legend. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. Kazi, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome back to the stream. Really appreciate you joining me today. Now, look, do you know what? There's been a lot of noise in regards to Manchester United recently. And, to be honest with you, I needed a break. I needed a break. I don't know about you, but need a time out sometimes, because at the end of the day, there's so much going on within our football club that we just cannot comprehend what's going on. It's just crazy what's going on in regards to the leagues, in regards to player disgruntlement. We had Bruno talking in a press conference yesterday in regards to how he wants to play and stuff like that, and how he's not happy, and how he had standards and stuff, and he set his high standards, he set his high bar. And do you know what? It's crazy when you think about it, what's going on at our great football club. And do you know what? The most important thing to do is that we're getting results on the actual football pitch. That is what it's all about at the end of the day. It's about getting results on the football pitch. And if we're not getting results on the football pitch, you know what? It resonates. And you know what? People are going to be disgruntled. People are going to be unhappy. Whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, us as fans, we don't really care about what goes on behind the scenes. And you know what I mean? If you don't like that person, if you don't like that person. As we know, during the Sir Alex Ferguson period, Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham didn't like each other. They didn't like each other at the end of the day. And to be honest with you, I don't really care if they like each other. I don't really care if they don't get on with each other. What matters to me is that they're getting the results on the football pitch. That is all I care about at the end of the day. That's all I give a damn about, if I'm being totally honest, guys. That is it. Absolutely, guys. No, this palm tree is not an extension of my hair. It is actually a palm tree. It's not an extension of my hair. So in case anyone wants to take a swipe at that one, then you can take a swipe at that one, guys. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. You're absolute legends. Look, now I'm going to pick the bones out of Thomas Tuchel today, if I may. Look, you know what? Lots of rumours about Thomas Tuchel. There was even rumours about Thomas Tuchel becoming the England manager today. The England manager, and to be honest with you, I don't think he fits at Man United. And the reason why I don't think he fits at Man United is because of his background, right? He doesn't last long at football clubs. He's been sacked a number of times. He hasn't got on with owners. And do you know what? With our new structure, we need to get on with our ownership, don't we? We need things to work out with our ownership. You know what I mean? We need a someone who's going to get on with them and want to develop together and build together. But at the end of the day, Ineos are not going to accept someone who is outspoken, who's got a big mouth. There's a reason that Tuchel didn't take the job in the summer, and it is probably because of he's going to be limited to what he can do, what he can say. Do you know what I mean? And that is the problem, I personally think. With him, he's too outspoken, he's too loud, he's you know what, he likes things his way, and he's going to want to do the transfers. Of course, Ineos are looking at bringing in coaches instead of actually having one manager deal with everything and stuff like that. They're actually thinking of bringing in a coach and letting Ineos do everything else, of course, guys. So at the end of the day, look, I'm not a fan of Tuchel, I would say that, but if he did become Man United manager, of course I'm going to back him. That's what I do at the end of the day. I'm going to back him. And the reason is because, you know what, it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. And Thomas Tuchel is the type of manager who's, as I said, he's got a loud mouth. He's outspoken. He's been sacked at numerous places. You know, he hasn't got on with owners. At Bayern Munich, he didn't get on with the owners. He didn't get on with them. And that's why they ended up removing him in the end, because he didn't get on with them. And that is the problem at the end of the day. That is the issue with him. What I personally think is the issue is that at the end of the day, if I'm being totally honest, guys, with you guys, that is the issue that I'm having with him. Why not appoint Ruud van Nistelrooy? He's already a coach. Ruud van Nistelrooy represents a risk, Kazi. He represents a risk because we've been down that avenue before in regards to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, haven't we? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we had that problem with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, that nostalgic type of appointment that goes on and stuff. Sometimes it works. Like Arteta worked for Arsenal perfectly, but Arteta went away. He trained under Pep Guardiola as well, didn't he? And then, you know what, he sort of learned. Don't get me wrong, you know what? Ruud van Nistelrooy could end up being a diamond in the dirt at the end of it. He could end up being the saviour of Man United. I'm not saying he's not going to be the saviour of Man United, but what I do think is that he would represent a big risk in regards to everything. Do you know what I mean? He would represent a risk at Manchester United, and he's a young manager. Do you know what? Nothing would please me more. Nothing would please me more than get someone like Ruud van Nistelrooy, you know what I mean, in the club, right? And he's successful. That would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? Sniper Man, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, my friend. Van Nistelrooy has coached every division. Yeah, just like Ten Hag. And is the Eredivisie a high quality? And this is what we got to learn from. You know, we got to learn from that. Do Dutch managers do well in England? I mean, we've had a few managers out there who haven't done particularly well, have we? We you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, it does represent a greater risk than getting someone who's more experienced, even a Tuchel. I would actually, no, this is not a green screen. Look, watch this, guys. It's not a green screen. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Watch this. Does that look like a green screen to you? And there's the grass. It's not a green screen, mate. Who do I look like? Come on, mate. Come on. I'm not a green screen guy. I don't do green screen. Absolutely not. I don't do green screen, guys. Absolutely not. This is my life. This is what I do. I don't really usually show you guys, but today I felt like I'm going to stay outside today and get a lot of vitamin D, if I'm being honest. Look. Ta-da. There you go, mate. There you go, Sniper Man. How are you doing, Sniper Man? Hope you're doing well. But that's the whole thing. This is the whole thing I've been talking about. And do you know what? Too much noise is happening at Man United at the moment, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. Too much noise. And you know what? I just want a football club that runs sufficiently and wins football matches on the football pitch. And we have to turn into politicians these days. We have to turn into psychiatrists these days. It looks like it. Good morning. It looks like it, but it's not, mate. It's not. Absolutely not. Oh, definitely not. Where do you want me to go? I can prove it's not. Where do you want me to go? Looks green. It's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely. This is Abu Dhabi for you, mate. This is Abu Dhabi, the most beautiful place in UAE. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, uncovered secrets, guys. Uncovered. David, how you doing? Good morning, afternoon, evening. Go Man United fans around the world. Sal, love the scenery. Thank you so much, mate. You know what? It's always good to do something different sometimes, isn't it? I don't like to show my life and stuff like that, but today I'm going to be out all day, so you know what, I'm going to be on here and stuff like that, guys. So you know what I mean. Go for a swim, mate. You want me to go for a swim? Where? In the sea? I can go in the swimming pool if you want. I could go in the swimming pool, but you know I might get demonetized if I start showing titties everywhere and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Nah, I'll be going for a swim after this. I'll be going for a swim after this. 100% I will be. 100%, guys. But you know what? It's not easy to basically be on this stream and stuff like that and do things your way. Do things as well, you know? It's not easy, you know? And guys, supporting Man United isn't easy. Supporting Man United is difficult, you know? And at the moment, it is a bad time for us, and you know what, everything seems to be coming out of Man United. Seems to be bad news, seems to be moaning, seems to be PPAs complaining, seems to be leaks going on, and it's crazy when you think about it. It's annoying, you know, for people like us, for fans like us. It is annoying, and you know what, we just want results on the football pitch, and I hope that when the games do come back, we beat Brentford and the positivity can start coming back at our football club, because that is what it's all about at the end of the day. The positivity comes back and it's great, guys. Absolutely. And we'll all be happy, of course, guys. Derek, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. Ten Hag tactics is the problem and not the Dutch league. So we can't say Ruud cannot perform. I'm not saying Ruud cannot perform, Derek, my friend. Good welcome. Good morning. I'm saying that it represents a greater risk because Manchester United is not just any football club. Manchester United is a fantastic, huge institution that weighs heavy on people's shoulders at the end of the day. Erik ten Hag was more successful in the Eredivisie than Ruud van Nistelrooy. Erik ten Hag has won 2 trophies at Man United. Ruud van Nistelrooy would represent something that would be beautiful, something that would be great if he did become Man United manager and he became successful. If he became successful, it would be amazing. Do you know what I mean? Because nothing I want more than for a Man United ex-player to come in and make history. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That is what I want at the end of the day. I want a Man United player manager to come in, make history. One of us. It's one of us at the end of the day. But you know what? So at the end of the day, that's how it is. I know you all want to see me go for a swim. Definitely. So you live in a hotel? No, this is around the corner from where I live, mate. This is one of the resorts. I live basically in a nice resort and stuff, and I live around like UAE side and stuff. Beautiful place, stuff. I'm lucky to live here, as they say. Alhamdulillah, I live in a nice place, and it is nice over here. So, guys, one day you'll visit me, hopefully. It's better than Britain, mate. I'm telling you. Britain, at the end of the day, it's coming up to winter now, isn't it? It's coming up to winter. Britain is coming up to winter time, and you know what? Everyone's going to be cold. Everyone's going to get their mittens on and stuff like that. I know how you feel. But let me tell you something, all right? Let me tell you something. And this is very honest opinion, right? This is very honest, right? I miss the cold sometimes. I really do miss the cold sometimes. I really do miss the wintry nights, the cozy nights and stuff like that. I do miss that sometimes. I'm going to be totally frank, honest with you guys at the end of the day. And I do miss it, to be honest. I really do, guys. Absolutely. And there you go up here. Good morning, Yas Marina, GK. No, it is actually, I'm getting tapped by a wasp here, but no, it isn't actually Yas Marina. I'm actually in the Corniche. The Corniche? I'm here. I'm in the Corniche. As you can see from the Emirates Palace at the back, if you see right at the back, it is the Corniche. Have you been to the artificial islands? Yes, Palm Island. I've been there in Dubai. I've been there. I've been in the hotel. It's beautiful. Cold Palmer in the real cold winter. Absolutely. It's autumn over here. I know, mate. But I do miss it. I would be honest with you. I do miss the winter kind of in England and stuff like that. But one thing I don't miss, you know what I mean? When I'm relaxing, I like to forget about Man United but I do. I cannot forget about Man United. I cannot forget about the problems that we're having at the moment. And I really hope that one day that the players will get on page, that the fans will get on page, and that we're all on page at the end of the day. And that's what I would be happy about, to be honest with you guys. I would be happy if we can all do that and be all on page, guys. Palm Jumeirah. Yeah, I've been Palm Jumeirah. That's in Dubai, guys. That's in Dubai. This is obviously the Abu Dhabi, of course, guys. Absolutely. This is Abu Dhabi. And beautiful. I've lived there for 2 years. When is the Brentford match? Brentford match is next week, isn't it? Next week, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. It is next week. Then we got Fenerbahce, of course. What did your Terminator say? Who's the Terminator? Who's the Terminator, mate? Who's the Terminator, Kazi? Terminator is Arnold Schwarzenegger. At the end of the day, you know what? They got robots making. They're making robots these days, ain't they? Morning, sound chat. Big up, Brian. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Brian. No, she's not into football, unfortunately. Sadly, she's been to Man United matches. She's been to more matches than most fans, to be honest with you. I've taken her to Man United matches, and she's not. She gets into it and stuff, but she's not really a fan. She does watch like the European Championships. She's Italian, so she supports Italy, so she does watch the European Championships and the World Cups and stuff. But when it comes to Man United, she couldn't care less. I do talk about Man United a lot to my wife and stuff, and I do talk about Marcus Rashford and that. The other day I mentioned Marcus Rashford, and she doesn't know not much about football, right? So I said, do you know Marcus Rashford? And she goes, goodness me, Marcus Rashford. He always moans, doesn't he? He's always moaning. And she doesn't even know that. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't even know about Rashford. She goes, he's always moaning, isn't he? He moans a lot, doesn't he? You know what I mean? And that was funny to me. I found that really funny, if I'm being totally honest with you. I found that hilarious, if I'm being honest, guys. Absolutely. 2 weeks to see another disaster class performance, mate. You know what? As I said yesterday, Erik ten Hag has two games to save his job, and that is against Fenerbahce and that is against Brentford. Those 2 games are the 2 games where he has to save his job. I mean, if he loses those 2 games, you can take it from me, he won't be a Manchester United manager anymore. He is literally on a knife edge on being removed from Manchester United duties. Literally on a knife edge. Absolutely. Sal, how much is Dubai chocolate? How much? What do you mean chocolate? Is this Abu Dhabi? But Dubai chocolate, it's not that expensive, mate. It's not that expensive. Absolutely not. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. I wish you guys were here with me. We could zip on some tequilas and stuff like that. That would be absolutely incredible, wouldn't it? Absolutely. We will be back instead of I'll be back. Absolutely, we will be back. Absolutely, we will be back. Man United will be back eventually. Look, you know what? We're a sleeping giant at the moment, and you know what? Nothing I want better more than for Man United to come back. Absolutely, that's what I want at the end of the day. But one thing we have to understand is that, you know what, we're in a very, very precarious position at the moment. You know, things are not going the way we want them to go. But one thing is very, very important. We have to be very, very patient. We have to be. We have to try and be patient, guys, because nothing is going to fix itself. It's going to take time. But one thing I would say is that there are a few players there. Some of them are leaking out information to the public recently, this week, of course. Some of them have been doing things like that. And you know what? I'm just tired of it. I think if they got a problem, if they don't want to work, if they don't want to try and make it change, then just go at the end there. And that is what my opinion would be of it. Derek. We can save our season if we sack Ten Hag now, or we will have a relegation scarring in our faces. One thing I would say, Derek, is that if we do sack Ten Hag now, is that we will have a new manager bounce. Whether that's enough to keep the new manager in. Derek, who would you get as the new manager? One thing I would say. We can keep the new manager in, but do you know what happened probably Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when we had that month, was it a couple of month period when we were just singing songs, we were giddy, we were happy and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? And do you know what? Sacking him, I don't know. I mean, I will give it after the Brentford and Fenerbahce game, and we go from there at the end of the day. Is he invincible? No, he's not. He's on a knife edge at the moment, so he could be leaving the job pretty soon, guys. He could be leaving the job pretty soon. Let's not forget, absolutely. Derek Sarpang, yep, absolutely. Sal, would you think Mount is a good captain? Absolutely not, mate. No. I just something about Mason Mount that makes me feel like you know, that guy is a bit not serious. If I'm being honest with you, he comes across like a bit of a joker. If I'm being totally honest, he comes across as a bit of a joker. But a guy's a bit more relaxed. He shouldn't have been given that number 7 shirt, in my opinion. Never should have been given this a number 7 shirt. Under Tuchel, absolutely not. Look, at the end of the day, if you cannot perform under any manager, I don't think you have the right mentality to play for Manchester United. If you cannot raise the standards. If you cannot raise the standards, then I don't think you should be playing for Man United, regardless who the manager is at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? We have to be honest here. You know what I mean? This is Manchester United. We shouldn't have to motivate you to play for this great football club. As I've always said, people have sacrificed themselves for the football club. They've sacrificed themselves for United. And at the end of the day, they shouldn't be being motivated to play for this great football club, in my opinion. They shouldn't be motivated to play for us. And at the end of the day, it's sad the way these players are acting. Spoiled brats, some call them. It's bad at the end of the day. Mount never plays. Exactly. How can you give a captain's armband to someone who never actually plays football? You know what I mean? We need someone who's going to put in a shift, who's going to be there week in, week out. At the end of the day, that number 7 shirt weighs heavy. We've got Eric Cantona, George Best, David Beckham, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, who wore that number 7 shirt, the great number 7 shirt. And when you wear that shirt, when you actually wear that shirt, you have to wear that shirt with pride, because that is heavy shirt. That is a heavy shirt. Giving Mason Mount the number 7 shirt was one of the worst things we've done in recent years. It just represents who we are, like the way we've been run over the years. It's been absolutely nightmare at the end of the day, guys. Why Mount was good at Chelsea and bad at United? Because at the end of the day, he was bad at Chelsea for his last year as well. He wasn't good. I mean, he was dropped from the England side, of course, as well. It's just that he got a pelvis injury, right? This is rumours about him. He got a pelvis injury, and the pelvis injury is a season ender, right? The season ender. Now, because of the technology, we can fix pelvis injuries, right? We can actually fix pelvis injuries. But what it does, it makes you more prone to injuries. The pelvis makes you more prone to injuries if it's not fixed, if it's not mended properly. It can create more injuries, and I think that is what Mason Mount has at the moment. And you know what? That is hampering his performances. Injuries are hampering his performances, of course. Slabberman, I think Mount was captain at Chelsea too. Yeah, he's not a captain here at Man United. Definitely not. We're different. Some games, yeah. Definitely not anymore. Hi Sal, love the background. Thank you, Jim. Good morning, Jim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. Hope everything is good with you. Yeah, different settings today, different settings. You know what? It's not always good to be deja vu. I'm never deja vu, and I don't like living a deja vu lifestyle. But you know what? You know, I'm out today. I'm going to be out all day, so I thought I'd do the stream outside today because I'm not at home or the studio, as people say, of course. Chelsea knew of the injury. That's why they got. Yeah, and you know what? This is one thing I would say in regards to Manchester United, in regards to how we research players. And we're going to sign Mason Mount. We should have done our research. Let's be totally honest, guys. We should have done our research on Mason Mount. It was ridiculous that we went out and signed him without doing the proper research about his injuries and stuff like that. It's like we just said, "Oh, we want Mason Mount," and that's it. We got Mason Mount, and that was it at the end of the day. And do you know what? I don't agree with that. The way we've been doing business, I really don't agree at all with it. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, I do think we should just start being more savvy in regards to signing players and stuff like that, guys. Absolutely. Where are we? Derek. I believe the captain should be given to a keeper, but I don't believe Onana is good enough. Onana being captain? Wow. No, absolutely. I agree with you, Derek. I don't think Onana should be captain. Absolutely not. I think that a captain's position should be earned. I think it should be someone who knows what the club is about. But at this present time, we don't really know what this club is about. These players don't really know what this club is about, do they? I mean, a lot of these players are new, and by the looks of it, they don't really know our heritage and what we're about, what we're, where we've been and stuff like that, where we came from at the end of the day. That's what I would say at the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. Darko. Sal Morning, to be honest with you, we are done. I'm not being negative, but that's being realistic. How you doing, Darko? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope everything is good with you, my guy. Absolutely. The old and the new owners have the same mentality. They both are treating the fans like some way, considering us as fools. And we have to wait and see, Darko. It is early days. We do have to say that. They've only been in charge for a couple of months at the end of the day. So we have to be a little bit more patient in regards to these owners. Do you know what I mean? These owners, we have to be patient, and we cannot jump, and we cannot be overly pessimistic if we're saying that. Do you know what I mean? So I know it's frustrating. It is frustrating for me. One thing I would say, if you're going to sack the manager or you're going to keep the manager, one thing they should do is communicate. But another thing I would stress is that this meeting, this board meeting that they had the other day, they should have done it privately somewhere else. They should have done it in another place completely. If I'm being honest with you, they should have done it elsewhere, somewhere private. But they decided to do it in the city centre, of course, of Manchester. One thing I would say is that, you know what, this meeting was not primarily exclusively for Ten Hag. This meeting was for Manchester United as a whole. It was meant for Manchester United as a whole in regards to the stadium, the structure, the team, the backroom staff. You know, I mean, the tea lady, everything like that. It was about that at the end of the day. It wasn't just about Eric Ten Hag and Eric Ten Hag that only. It wasn't exclusively down to Ten Hag, in my opinion. It was a multi-layered kind of thing, of course, guys. Meeting. Sniperman, no captain should be given to Maguire or De Gea. No, no chance to Maguire. Absolutely. Maybe Maguire if he's a second captain, but De Ligt is a good shout. Too many chefs and not enough Indians. Absolutely, Jim. Perfectly said. Absolutely. I did think that myself at the end of the day. You know what? When you have too many people, too many chefs in the kitchen, of course, as you said, you tend to have arguments. You tend to have disagreements. And that is where indecisiveness comes. And that is where people start disagreeing with each other. And it takes longer for the actual decision to be implemented and stuff like that, doesn't it? At the end of the day. So, it isn't easy to have too many people, too many chefs in the kitchen. Absolutely agree, mate. It is kind of a disagreements and stuff like that, of course. We had some of the best coaches the best players in the world. We couldn't be never played good football. So I think it runs deep. Our club, we need to sort it out first. David perfectly said, my friend. Absolutely brilliant point there. At the end of the day, there is a mitigating circumstances. There's fundamental problems at Manchester United that not all of us know what's going on. There is a cultural problem at our football club, a huge problem at our football club. And you know what? We cannot just say it's the manager. We cannot just say it's the players. There is a number of things that are wrong with our football club, guys. Loads of things that are wrong with our football club. And we have to understand is that, we can't just blame one part of it. Yes, that part is part of it. But there are also other parts of it that have been going on since Sir Alex Ferguson left. Since Sir Alex Ferguson left, there's been a number of things, of course, guys. So at the end of the day, you know what, we should look at it from a broader point of view, from a bird's eye point of view, and say, look, what's going on at our football club? How can we fix this? Do you know what I mean? How can we fix this at the end of the day? And there is a number of things going, and hopefully Ineos are fixing that. I mean, obviously they fixed the academy. Of course, they spent millions on that academy, and you know what? That is good news at the end of the day. And we have to give praise where it's due. Look, I was always a full sale. I was always full sale only. Full sale only I was, and I wanted the Glazers out, I wanted the debt cleared, and I wanted us to be under an ownership that can get us for don't have to penny pinch. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted someone who can go in there and just get the job done. In my opinion, that's what I wanted at the end of the day, guys. Absolutely, absolutely. So Heaton captain thoughts. Heaton don't even play, Sniper Man. He don't even play. Don't think you can put him as a captain. Absolutely not. I saw him during the pre-season and he was making mistakes, wasn't he? Then he was making a few mistakes. Absolutely. De Ligt should be captain. I agree, Darkro. He's one of them. He comes across as a captain, of course, guys. We probably wouldn't have signed half of these players if Ineos was in charge, given Ten Hag control. They didn't only have control. De Ligt was Ineos' choice, Almac. At the end of the day, they have a team of people there, adjudicator of two people there that are picking transfers and agreeing with the transfers, of course. What I would say is that influence in regards to Erik Ten Hag and his influence on transfers, yes, he has had influence on transfers, but there's a number of those guys there who can say yes or no. They can say yes or no. It's up to them. They can say yes or no. Do you know what I mean? And they've decided to sign those players. Those players are good players. Their players are good players. Players that come in are very good players. Some are great. Some Euro is the next thing. He's the next best thing. As we all know, Real Madrid wanted him, of course, guys. We all know how good De Ligt is and where he has been. We all know about Ugarte, one of the best CDMs in Europe, of course. We all know about that. Do you know what I mean? These are players that we actually wanted as fans. We wanted these players. So let's not be delusional. We did want these players as well. We advocated for these players as well, guys. Do you know what I mean? So you know what? It is a number of things. You get demonetized for certain things, Jim, like nudity. Yeah, just in case it points out to something like that. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not that I'm on one of those beaches, but yeah, you know what? Things like that. Some people don't want to see themselves on TV on this screen, isn't it? Some people like to keep themselves private in the swimming pool. I don't like filming people in the swimming pool and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I might get complaints, or someone might report the video that basically say, oh, you know what? I don't want myself in that video. Why did he film me? And they can take you down at the end of the day. Yeah, even though it's a public place. Who's your medical team? They're not doing a good job with players. See them to United injured. Can't they see it first? The medical team needs to be improved. I mean, a lot of us have been screaming about the medical team for many, many years now. Do you know what I mean? They've been screaming out for a new medical department because our injuries are no coincidence, right? We brought that guy in from Arsenal, of course, but it doesn't seem to be working. There's something wrong in regards to our physiotherapists and things like that. We need to understand what's going on. Of course, we can't blame the Managerial situation on the medical department. He had a heart problem before, but one thing I would say and blame the medical department for is that they should have known that this will be a problem from a long time ago. It's not as serious as people think, but then when you have a heart problem, you do have to take it seriously, regardless of what you think. You have to take it seriously, guys. Absolutely. I live in Abu Dhabi, Jim, not Dubai. Dubai's an hour away. Abu Dhabi, mate. Dubai's an hour away. Abu Dhabi is more beautiful. It's more nature. It's more like less buildings and stuff. Even though, like, you know, there is buildings here, but there's less buildings and stuff like that. Absolutely. Abu Dhabi's in the UAE, same country. Jim Watkins is a distant relative of Raj Kapoor. Jim Watkins is I'm a distant relative of Saif Ali Khan. Cyberman, I heard someone say Rashford should be captain as it is motivate him to play with 100% effort. No. It's a very, very poor shout, mate. Poor shout. I wouldn't do that. But captains should have to prove it on the pitch before they become captains. They should have the influence and inspire the players at the end of the day. I would say they have to inspire people before they try to give orders. They should show that they're captain, prove that they're captain. Like Nietzsche Martinez, I personally think that he's been proven that he's been, over the last couple of years, he's a captain material in regards to the vocally and stuff like that. I wouldn't say, I'll be honest with you. Before Bruno became captain, I did want Bruno as captain. But as it's proven, he's not captain material. He complains too much. He rattles out of his pram. He blames people. You know what? He doesn't really inspire you, if you know what I mean. What made you choose? England's still my place, Jim. England's still my country, of course. In London, I'm a Londoner for life. At the end of the day, born and bred in London. At the end of the day, so yeah, I'm here for the time being. Been here for 2.5 years. So yeah, basically, number of things. I train football. My wife's a teacher. You know, over here, and I do a lot of things over here. Not just podcasting. I do a lot of things over here, guys. So yeah, I do. I try my best. Thank you, Jim. Has anyone noticed that Nice FC are 9th in the French league? Ineos haven't achieved the top 4 of the French league yet. Mate, do you know what, Almac? What I would say to you is that I say what I said before Ineos took over the football club. I wanted a full sale. I wanted the debt cleared. I wanted the Glazers out. That's what I wanted at the end of the day. I didn't want anything more, anything less. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, I didn't want anything. Of course, guys, I didn't want the Glazers there. And to be honest with you, if I'm being totally honest with you guys, look, you know what? They're on a time watch, Ineos, for a lot of people, and they're being watched very, very closely by the fan base. And lots of people wanted Ineos because obviously, you know what, British and stuff like that. Jim Ratcliffe, one of us and stuff. When he's actually not a United fan, in my opinion. But you know what? They are part of the football club now. And one thing we have to do, guys, is we have to show them the trust. And you know what? We give it until the end of the season, and then we have to wait and see what's going on, guys. Absolutely. Jim Watkins thinks Dubai is a country. Dubai is the city in UAE, United Arab Emirates. Abu Dhabi is the capital. Sharjah, they're called the Emirates because the Emirates are Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and what's the other one? Al Ain. There's another one. There's a few states, of course, guys. Absolutely. Mantuta, I'm a cousin of Salman Lutada. Shah Rukh Khan, absolutely. Manchester Dubai is a city. I knew that already. Yes, Jim's a smart lad. He knows, of course, guys. He knows. Almac, they have a centre back. Who is peaking 40. Respect to the staff. Absolutely, mate. You know what? We still got Johnny Evans at our football club. It's crazy when you think about it, isn't it? It's mad when you think about it that we still have Johnny Evans at our football club at the end of the day, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Jim Watkins, Sal, can you backflip? Let me go. Sal, can you backflip? I might break my back if I did that. In the swimming pool, I can. Yeah, but not on the concrete. Absolutely not. You'll be calling an ambulance for me. Absolutely. You'll be calling an ambulance for me. Sniper Man. Oh, he's only. Yeah, he's a young lad. Sniper Man is the next. He's the next on the throne of Stretford Post. Rashford has influence, social influence. He also has influence. His family are very influential as well, you know, and his family are not always good for him, in my opinion. They're not always good for him, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. They're not always have his best interest at heart, if I'm talking the truth. May as well make Mason Mount a captain since he is number 7. Oh my goodness me, absolutely not. You know what I mean? What's he going to be captain from the bench? You know what I mean? Not even the bench. He'd be from at home. He'd be captain. He'd be on there on the radio like the referees. You know what I mean? Do this, do that, do this, do that. At the end of the day. Manto, I have pretty strong knowledge of cultures and geography. Jim is a legend, of course. He is a knowledge. Tuchel is in talks to take the England job. That is a good job for Tuchel. Now, I would say, Sanjay, that is a good job for Thomas Tuchel. I would absolutely be on his side in regards to that. If he takes that England job, I'll be on his side, guys. Do you know what I mean? Because it is more of a different environment in regards to that. But one thing I would say to Thomas Tuchel, he started playing the 3 at the back. The 5 defenders, he started playing that, but Bayern Munich went against it. And the problem with Tuchel is that he couldn't adjust to the 4-4-2. He had problems with the 4-4-2. And at the end of the day, if you cannot adjust and cannot be versatile in your management, then really you're not a great manager, in my opinion, if I'm being totally honest. Sanjay Remeja, we need to go him before that. No, we don't want him. Or we will be out of the managers. There'll be more managers coming. Amorim is still available, of course, guys. Let's not forget on that. Jim Watkins, Sal has been telling us always that he is in Abu Dhabi, but yeah, you thought he was in Dubai. How come? Your IQ should be way ahead of that. Manituta, to come on, don't be horrible to Jim. Jim is my guy, absolutely. Come on, Manituta. I hope you're doing well anyway. Thank you for joining the stream, everyone, today in a different location, of course, where I'm used to than I usually am, of course. That's great. Mystery, Manituta. I could be anywhere and everywhere. Absolutely. I'm a man of mystery. Is Johnny Evans the same age as Rooney? Rooney's older. Rooney's a little bit older. Rooney's only 38, I believe, going on 39. He looks about 58, if we're being honest with you. If we're totally honest with you, he does look older than his actual age, doesn't he? At the end of the day, of course. Evans is 36 and Rooney is 39. Yeah, he's 39 now, I think. Your teaser, man. Duterte, respect, bro. He is a teaser. Both of you. Absolutely. If you want Mount as captain, then I have to say to you, sorry, Mount is not captain of Manchester United. People have to prove themselves at Manchester United. if they're going to be a captain at Man United, they're going to have to prove themselves. They're going to show that they are worthy of being a captain at our great football club at the end of the day. You look at the captains that have captained our football club. You think about Gary Pallister, Steve Bruce, Roy Keane, David Beckham. You know what I mean? Those type of players, Eric Cantona. Those are captains at Manchester United. We don't want anyone to come in a football club and think, I'm captain. Do you know what I mean? It's an ego thing. We already boosted his ego by giving him the number 7 shirt, which was, in my opinion, wrong. We shouldn't have done that, in my opinion. We should have waited and see if he achieved something first and then maybe give him the captain's armband. I think that was wrong at the end of the day. Different location, Abu Dhabi? Absolutely, mate. Same location, but outside, Kenny. I'm outside of my apartments, of course, guys. So same location, but just outside today. I'm outside today in Abu Dhabi, guys, wherever I am.
I want to clean about.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, no problem, brother. Yeah, sorry. Like, it's just going to clean. Basically, I've almost finished, brother, anyway, 5 minutes. Just do my podcast. Okay, cool. No problem. Yeah, so at the end of the day, people working and stuff like that over here, they're cleaning the things and that, so it's no problem, guys, absolutely. Just bantering your subscribers out on a Saturday morning. Sorry for that, but just fun banters. I know that. So am I. You got to understand the dark sense of humor in regards to me. I've got this dark sense of humor about me that I come out of things. I appreciate the humor because at the end of the day, you know what? I love this community. This community here is the best community. I don't even care. This community is the best, guys. Absolutely. Manitata loves to cook banter. If he starts me, I'm like. Manitata loves to cook banter. Yeah, he does. We know, don't we? We knew from before. I knew that from before, Manitata. Burn engine full of banter. Don't start with Manitata. Absolutely. Don't start on my friend. Don't you start on my friend. Absolutely not. Nice stuff. Yeah, absolutely lovely over here. Lovely. So, do you know how to cook? Yes, I know how to cook. Of course, I know how to cook. Every man should know how to cook. I cook all different cuisines. I can cook Italian, I can cook Indian, I can cook a lot of English if you want, a good old English breakfast, I can do that as well if you like. Guys, absolutely, beans on toast and stuff like that, I can do a lot of things, I can cook a lot of things, guys, absolutely. Berta BF or Bival, who you got? What do you mean? What's a Berta BF? What's a Berta BF, guys? Bangladeshi food. Haven't tasted it much. I know that they're good with fish and stuff like that, of course. I only know how to cook noodles. Mate, noodles you just need to put in water and put the cooker on the stove, and that's it. And noodles cook themselves. That's not cooking, is it? Sniper, man. Come on. You got to learn how to cook, man. You got to learn how to cook. Absolutely. You have to. It's very, very important. Sal, just having some fun. I love it. Absolutely, Jim. Love you, mate. Absolutely. It's all good, man. It's all love. I know. So the weekend has been boring without the Premier. It is boring, mate. This international break is crazy at the end of the day. I mean, I don't even watch it, to be honest, especially when it's the Nations League. I don't believe in the Nations League. I don't know why the Nations League is here in the first place. I really don't. I don't know why we have this competition. It means nothing. I mean, it's good for the small teams. Then just make it for the small teams, in my opinion. Don't make it for the teams that are already playing a lot of football, as we know. Do you know what I mean? Bacon and eggs. No bacon and eggs, mate. I don't eat bacon. None of the swine for me. But I do cook a good beans, mushrooms, hash browns. I cook that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not hard to cook those sort of things. But do you know what? English breakfast. English food is very underrated, guys. Some of the best restaurants are in England, guys, if you know what I mean. Absolutely. Bread and beans. Not bread and beans. Toast and beans, Sniper Man. Toast and beans. Bread and beans. Get it right, mate. Absolutely. Sal cooks ready meals. Brian, I cook ready meals, yes. It's not easy to cook ready meals because you know what? The microwave has to be on a certain temperature, mate. And you know what? If you don't get it right, it get cold in the middle. Do you know what I mean? When you take it out, like yesterday, I made actually funny you should say that because yesterday I made a macaroni and cheese, right? A macaroni and cheese. And I thought, I'm going to dump this in the microwave. Voila, in the microwave it goes. I took it out of the microwave and it was cold in the middle. I put it in for 20 minutes as well, guys. Big up, Kazi. Of course. Nations League is for the players to explore different countries then go on holiday there. Do you know what I mean? Amir, good news. Thank you, Amir. Good to see you back, mate. Great working. Thank you so much, Amir. Thank you very much, my man. Hopefully, you know what? I'll be back in my usual settings very soon, guys. So don't worry. Nice show. Thank you so much, my friend. Not long to go of the show, guys. Absolutely. They should just get rid of Nations League if they want during off season and have 1 or 2 international friendlies. I agree. That's what they used to do, and they used to play internationals on a Wednesday. They didn't used to play them at the weekend. There used to be one game on the Wednesday, and that was it. Nowadays, there's so many games. They have to fit them all into each other. Do you know what I mean? And on top of each other, and players are getting injured. Do you know what I mean? I really hope that this weekend no one gets injured. I really do. course, England are playing Finland. Luckily, no England players are involved in, no Man United players are involved in that. But are fighting for. Goodness me, mate. Yes. At the end of the day, I'm not sure, mate. I haven't looked at it. I haven't studied it. I haven't watched UFC for a little bit, of course, guys. I had a little bit, but UFC stuff in August. Was it August? Yeah. And I sat next to a bunch of UFC fighters in the plane. And it was fun. It was fun. You know what? I'm not exactly educated on everything UFC. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was fun. And I do go to UFC. I do fight in a UFC gym. I do get trained by UFC. But you know what? It's actually over here. We're literally down the road from me. And we see some UFC fighters coming. Conor McGregor's been in the UFC gym over here a number of times. To get trained up for the Abu Dhabi fights. I go there to train with fighters because I believe it's the best. If you get trained by a professional, it's the best, guys, absolutely. But I won't expose them. Big up, Amir. Fantastic show, Sal. Thank you, Kazi. Absolutely. Thank you. I'm glad you like the view and the settings, of course, guys. I'm glad you like that. Thank you so much. I'm getting attacked by big, ginormous hornets. But you know what? All for you guys. I will fight it. They can attack me all they like. I'm fighting it, guys. Absolutely. I'm fighting it. Absolutely. I'm if we're going to need gatam chai. Chai, you know what? Chai is tea, isn't it? Chai is tea. I like sargosh is my thing, of course. Amir Fangaram, big up. You had it on the defrost, Sal, though. Brian, listen, right? I don't know if you're hiding behind my microwave. I don't know what it is. Greetings, Manatuda. I hope your Saturday's filled with love and kindness. Absolutely. Love and kindness to you, Jim. Absolutely. All day long, my friend. All day long. Absolutely. Guys, I'll be off to Manchester pretty soon, guys. I'll be going back to Man United. I'll be going to see a couple of things, doing a couple of things over there. Got a couple of things planned. So at the end of the day, I'll be reporting from there when I get there and stuff like that, guys. So yeah, at the end of the day. Strong tie. Absolutely, my friend. Great view, Sal. Big up for doing a live stream on your break. Totally. I'm real. Generally, this is my weekends in a nutshell. But I usually do this kind of thing later in between my streams. So I have a stream at 5 o'clock. I have a stream in the morning. Then I'll go out and stuff like that. But today I thought I'd do a different location. Do you know what? It's always good not to be too deja vu, as I said at the beginning of the show. It's always good to change it up a little bit, of course, as we know. It's always good to change it up, of course, guys. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, it's been a splendid show. It's been fantastic. Do you know what? It went better than I thought, to be honest with you, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. Don't forget, I'm back for Chatterbox later on, 5 p.m. UK time. 2 p.m. UK time, should I say. Hopefully on time this time. What are your future plans, Sal? Carry on doing the thing. Carry on doing these streams. Carry on working and stuff like that, and just building myself up and everything like that. Of course, my brother's doing another album, so I'll be working on that, of course, over the next year or so. Got some great collaborations in there, so I'll be doing that. I will be also working with my brother quite a bit, and obviously doing these streams and building these streams up and getting the subscribers up and stuff like that. And you know what? I've built this community, and you guys have been absolutely incredible here. You know what? The way you have been with me and the way this channel has grown tenfold over the last few months. Do you know what I mean? Since I've been doing live content, it's been absolutely fantastic, and I have nothing but appreciation for you guys. But I carry on. That's what I do. I carry on, and I just carry on doing my thing, as we say, of course. And hopefully things work out, and hopefully we get into know more Boffa, and hopefully we have a chance to see a successful Manchester United. If we see a successful Man United, you know what? It'll make these streams even more better. It'll make these streams even more better if we have a successful Man United. You know, I mean, I would love to come on this stream having won the Premier League. I mean, how positive would that be? If we won the Premier League, how great would that be? Do you know what I mean? It'd be absolutely incredible if we had, you know what I mean, if we won something of significance. Do you know what I mean? It'd be absolutely incredible. Love you so. Awesome stream. Press the likes on. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much, Jim. You absolute legend. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you very much, man. Please subscribe and smash the likes. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I'll be trying to go on other streams as well, guys. You know what I mean? Things that are worth it for me. Do you know what I mean? If it's worth it for me, I will be going on other streams as well, guys. So at the end of the day, if it's all about the football and it is all about being best for the football club, I'm all for that. At the end of the day, I'm all for what's best for the football club at the end of the day, and that is what I'm about, guys. Absolutely, that's what I'm all about. What is best for the football club and no fakeness. That's what I'm about. So if I go on another stream, do you know what I mean? It has to be what is good for the football club, and if they love the football club and stuff like that, of course, guys. Maybe I'm gibbering on. Maybe I'm gibberish. Maybe I'm talking gibberish. I don't know. Maybe. But you know what? That's just me. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? And I just want to be on other streams that, you know, love the football club. So, are you still giving? Yeah, Halloween is the big one for me. I would have given it to Halloween because that gives us a few games, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that by Halloween we should really know where we are in the league, and we should really know how far we are in regards to where we are in regards to position in the league, how far we are from the top, of course, as well, guys. That is important, of course, absolutely. Yeah, Kazi, tripod. Yeah, it's a small tripod. I can spin it around if you like. There you go, guys. Yeah. So at the end of the day, look. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it is. We have to really keep hoping, stay positive, and keep believing. You know, because at the end of the day, who else is going to believe but us? Who else is going to believe but us? Whatever happens, happens. It will work itself out. We can't influence anything at the end of the day. We cannot stop anything from happening, and we cannot stop anything from materializing. If the Ineos want to do something, they would do it at the end of the day. They will make the changes, not us, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what, guys? And that is what it's all about, in my humblest of humble opinions, guys. Guys, do you know what? All I can say is thank you very much for holding out. I know the stream was a bit wonky, but it was brilliant. Again, I'll give it till Christmas, though I'm still torn in my heart. It's a process. Where's the problem? Go deeper than deep. Jim, do you know what? Much love, my guy. And one thing I like is comments like that, because you understand. You understand what's going on. It's not just the manager. It is deeper. There is a fundamental problem at Man United that we need to fix. And at the end of the day, it is all about a multi-layered magnitude of problems that are occurring right now. And we have to get to the bottom of it, of course, guys. We have to get to the bottom of it, guys. Absolutely. Rivals will be rivals. Absolutely, rivals will be rivals. And let our rivals do what they need to do to us. Let them say what they need to say to us, and let them banter what they need to banter with us, guys. That is what it's all about at the end of the day. Football is about banter. If we're being totally honest with you guys, it is about banter. And do you know what? We move on. Let them, because we will be back. Don't worry about it. We will be back. By hook or by crook, we will be back, guys. Manchester United will be back, and we'll be back at where we belong, to the top of the hemisphere of football. Of course, that is what it's all about at the end of the day. We will not die. Man United will never die. Man United will be back, guys. Absolutely. Like I'll be back in London sometime. We will be back. Cheers, Sal. Big up to you. Big up everyone, of course, who's joined the stream today. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Guys, it's a bit complicated with the obviously doing it on a mobile. 10 years of dividends, that's the problem. Absolutely, the Glazers are the problem. This is why I wanted the Glazers out from a long time ago, guys. I wanted the Glazers out because they're going to continue taking their dividends. Apparently, they're not taking their dividends this year, but they're going to take it, obviously, in the future. They're still taking, obviously, money out of the football club, and that is the problem, isn't it? They're still taking money out of the football club, guys. I want us to sort it all out and fix those problems, and not just palm part of the problem. And keep absolutely. The big problem is the Glazers. The big problem is the Glazers. Once we get rid of the Glazers, then you know what, we will be moving forward in a more positive light. At the moment, do you know what I mean? We still got the Glazers in charge, and it's very important to understand that, guys. Absolutely, Sanjay. Big up, Sanjay. Big up, everyone. Thank you, guys, for joining me. It's been absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to see you later on for Chatterbox, guys. So, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna go for a swim. Absolutely. And I'm not going to record it. Absolutely not, guys. So thank you for joining me. You guys are absolute legends. And don't forget, Chatterbox later on at normal time, 2 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. Central European time, guys. So that's what it's all about, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a fantastic Saturday. Just be positive. Do you know what? We got a break from Man United. So you know what? It's really good to have that break, isn't it? Enjoy it. Cherish it. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you soon. Don't forget to join me later on. Much love to you all. Nothing but respect to you, because you guys are the channel. You guys are the life and living, breathing soul of the channel, guys. So thank you so much. Much love to you all. And stay good to each other. Be kind, yeah? Be kind. Take it easy. Peace.